What we're seeing tonight is the President of the United States in retreat. That's right, retreat. Beaten by the coronavirus. You know why? He played politics with the virus. Everyone told him not to. He did it anyway, and the virus is winning. And that's because of the choices this president has made. But tonight he is finally being forced to face reality. The reality of a virus that has surged past 4 million cases today. He is being forced to back down. He's canceling the big finale of the Republican convention in Jacksonville. Oh, my word. No cheering crowds, no in-person acceptance speech. Can you imagine, for someone who loves the spotlight as much as him, the reality TV show president, how that feels? Well, they said, not in a hot spot, not in a dangerous hot spot where cases are soaring.
I looked at my team and I said, the timing for this event is not right. It's just not right with what's happened recently, the flare-up in Florida. To have a big convention, it's not the right time. It's really something that, for me, I have to protect the American people.
Where did that come from? Sad that sagging polling numbers had to force him to face reality. A source is telling CNN the president was worried, of course, about sparse attendance at the convention and was watching closely as multiple Republicans said that they wouldn't go or were considering not going. Another source says canceling was presented to the president as a chance to show leadership. Can I stop there just for a second? A chance to show leadership? Come on. Leadership? A chance to show leadership. The president has had the chance every second of every minute of every day of this crisis. Not only for this crisis, of his entire presidency. That is literally his job description. His job description is to lead the country. A convention official is telling CNN that the whole thing is, quote, a multi-million-dollar debacle. And think of where all of that money could have gone, right? That money could have gone to fighting this virus. Instead, the president is pulling the plug and he's throwing the RNC into chaos.
We'll have a very nice something. We'll figure it out. It'll be online in some form. Maybe it'll be something even a little bit different. We have time. You know, we're talking about the end of August. But I think it'll be something that will be exciting.
Smarter minds have been saying that forever. Not the time to have a bunch of people crowded into a room. Remember that rally he held in Tulsa? Going to Florida, in the middle of a hot spot. A lot of people have said, maybe the convention should be virtual this time. Nope, I don't like it. I'm going to move it. I'm going to go to Florida because they won't let me have my convention. And now look what's happening. Is that leadership? A leader would have known that before, would not have had to relent and retreat now. What a defeat for the president who first insisted on having his convention in North Carolina, demanding that the state's Democratic governor allow a full house of thousands and thousands of delegates crammed together in the middle of a pandemic. When Governor Roy Cooper said the convention would have to be scaled back, the president took his ball and his bat and he moved.
The governor's a little backward there. He's a little bit behind. And unfortunately, we're going to probably be having no choice but to move the Republican convention to another location.
If he had done that in the first place, he wouldn't be retreating now. Even 2 weeks ago, he was still bashing North Carolina's governor for putting the safety of his people ahead of the president's petulant demands.
When we signed in Jacksonville, and again, we wanted to be in North Carolina, that almost worked out, but the governor didn't want to have people use the arena, essentially, and we sort of, that's too bad for North Carolina.
That was July 7th. It's July 23rd. Now he's had to change. Too bad for North Carolina? Too bad for a state that is putting the lives of its people ahead of the president's convention demands? And the president again, still complaining tonight.
We went to North Carolina. We wanted to do it there. It was all set. We were going to build a beautiful facility, and it got hit hard. And the governor then he could have treated us better, Democrat governor.
I am confused. I don't even know. I mean, listen, if you are out there, and do you understand does it even make sense? He's saying it's a Democrat governor. It should be Democratic, people, instead of Democrat. That's not proper grammar. It's all because of a, quote, Democrat governor, and it's just one excuse after the other. Instead, I screwed up. I tried to pretend that it wasn't real. I played politics with it. That's the answer. That is the truth. Spinning now. Spinning. How do I spin this? That is what's happening. Why is he so complaining about North Carolina hours after he took credit for doing the same thing? You see what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Spinning. That tells you everything that you need to know about just how big this defeat is for him. Can you imagine the person who just sucks in those crowds? Mexico's going to pay for the wall. Not true. We're building the wall. No, you're building replacement fence for the most part. Yeah, cheer. And he can't get it. Can you imagine how that feels? Whew. I said the virus is winning, and that's because of the choices this president has made. It is his own making, of his own making. He made this bed.